IRS surprises us with explanation about inherited IRA required distributions. Fantastic. We're going to read our Ed Slott, and I'm a huge fan of Ed Slott. I don't know if what IRA Help does, but it's a website. I'm not sure exactly how he gets paid. What I mean by that is I'm not sure. Does he have oh yeah, he has affiliate. That's right. He does have an elite group of advisors right here. Become a member of his elite group. Find an advisor. That's what it is. I think so. Some of these guys. Actually, let's just look at this real quick. Some of these guys, I'm sure, pay for Ed to kind of refer them. And I have no idea how it works, and I'm not saying it's good or bad. I just frankly don't know anything about it. But let's just see. We're gonna put my zip code in. And we got WIT Retirement Strategies out of Alfreda. There we go. All right, cool. Then we got her. So I'm not sure how these people get on there, but that's all right. That's cool. I assume they go through Ed's training, which means they're going to be geared towards IRA tax planning, which I like, actually. More people need to be like that. All right, so I don't know how they get paid. I'm not endorsing him, not endorsing. I'm just always wondered how that works with Ed Slide. It's probably no different than Dave Ramsey's group of people, I imagine. But all right, so here we go. We got IRA analyst with Ian Berger. Just a few weeks after the start of the baseball season, the IRS has thrown us a curveball. Nice pun there, Jay or Ian. By apparently interpreting the Secure Act's 10-year payout rule in a totally unsuspected way. Benny, hold on a second. Let the dog out. We say apparently because the IRS explanation isn't very clear. The IRS offered the information in a formal publication that should not be relied on. So I don't even think it's a private letter ruling. No. Here's a backstory. One of the major changes by the 2019 Secure Act was the elimination of the stretch that many beneficiaries of inherited IRAs relied on. If an IRA owner died before 2020, his beneficiary could satisfy the RMDs by spreading the annual payouts over the beneficiary's life expectancy. For a young beneficiary, that could be as much as 80 years. But Congress put an end to the stretch IRA for most non-spouse beneficiaries. For these beneficiaries, the Secure Act replaced the stretch with a 10-year payment rule. That rule requires the entire IRA to be paid out by the 10th anniversary of the IRA owner's date of death. Just about everyone thought the 10-year rule meant no required minimum distributions were needed. So you could just wait until the 9th year and 364 day and take it all out at once. In that case, the beneficiary would have been totally flexible. She could take out as much or as little from the inherited IRA she wanted in years 1 through 9, as long as she emptied the entire account by year 10. That's exactly how the IRS has interpreted the 5-year payout rule. Before the Secure Act, the 5-year rule was a payout option for the beneficiary of an IRA owner who died before his RBD, required beginning date. Even after the Secure Act, the 5-year payout rule is required when an IRA owner dies before his required beginning date without designating an individual beneficiary, which is, my friends, one of the reasons why you want to have individual beneficiary designations, to make sure they can at least stretch out for 10 years now, as opposed to just 5. If not, they got to empty the whole thing by year 5. But the IRS surprised everyone in a recent revision of Publication 590B. It treats the 10-year rule differently than it has treated the 5-year rule. And it strongly hinted that the 10-year rule requires annual required distributions to be paid in years 1 through 9, with the remaining IRA funds to be paid out in year 10. Here's an example from Publication 590B. Your father died in 2020. You are the designated beneficiary of his IRA. You are 53 years old in 2021, which is the year following your father's date of death. You use a Table 1, the IRS single life expectancy table, and you see that your life expectancy in 2021 is 31.4. If the IRA was worth $100,000 at the end of 2020, your RMD would be $3,100. $100,000 divided by 31.4. Oof. We need to stress that the IRS apparent interpretation in Publication 590B is not official guidance. For this reason, we recommend the beneficiaries subject to the 10-year rule hold off from taking RMDs in 2021 until later this year, by which we hopefully IRS will clarify this mess. They don't have comments on here. Well, that's interesting. I'm not sure I agree with that. Go ahead and take it out just because the IRS is obviously, I don't know, you have to work with your own tax guy. I'd just say take it out because the IRS obviously has its thumb on the pulse here and saying this is where, or was it thumb on the scale. This is what our intentions are, and this is how we're going to rectify this. So it looks like you're going to have RMDs, but it has to be completely emptied out by year 10. Anyway, more to come, we hope. All right, love to hear your thoughts. See ya.